Prescott looks to throw right away. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. You look at this Packers defense. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. Second from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Well, this defense for the Packers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your...
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cowboys march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Joseph connects on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
2nd down and 6 now from the 26. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run again with Presley. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Here is 3rd down and 4. To throw now. Here's Love. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. And this will be taken at the 13. Skirts by him at the 35. An excellent return that time. 26 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. You look at this Packers defense. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
Someone's sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And again, it's Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play, because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them, because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to have it here just past the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Throwing. Love. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On 3rd down, Love. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Stevenson. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Prescott stripped. On second and goal, here's the option. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by...
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Luke Schoonmaker, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Presley. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
A yard all they need, but it's third down. Now a carry here for Presley. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're in a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll run. It's Presley. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. On 2nd down, here's the option. He pitches it. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 45 24 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On the run, this is Presley. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Looking to throw. Prescott looking deep downfield. It got his man complete. A big play here for Dallas. And even 40 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Cowboys at 7-1 now on the year, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watson. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. And it's
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. And this offense on third down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Prescott now. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run with Pollard, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. To throw is Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. On 1st down, Presley. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Here we go. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run on 1st down. Presley. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the second time in the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Stevenson now, he's going to bring this out. Escapes the defender. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
At their own 11-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Stevenson. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just...
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Prescott looks to throw on first. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Here's a diving catch right side. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Now Prescott sliding out of the pocket. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
The kick by Joseph is good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. They'll try the left side. Presley. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Up the middle they go. Presley. And space tough to come by there. So we get maybe a yard to the 37. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
On 1st down, Presley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Reed. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This pass complete to Melton. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 96 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Packers are back within a score. And those 3 rushing touchdown games in this league, you know darn well, those are hard to come by. They're becoming even harder to come by as the years go by, aren't they?
Isn't that the truth? It doesn't matter what you do in terms of game planning. You may be a run-first team, but you're running against an NFL defense. That's some of the biggest, fastest, best athletes on the planet. Hard to do. Cherish that moment, even as he's eager to add to that total.
Michael Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Stevenson now, he's going to bring this out. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Now 2nd and 3. Here's Prescott. And that'll be complete to Stevenson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. They'll roll him out right. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. A poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
Right back to him on 1st down. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. 2nd and 9. Now Love will try with his legs. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Back picked up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Short throw has got Kraft. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They'll run on first down. Presley. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Second down and 8. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on third down. Love from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Here's Prescott. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Throwing, Prescott. That is caught. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
First down, Prescott. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that is incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Second and 10. Prescott. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
To the air again, Prescott. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now Prescott going for the deep ball. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Love. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Love looking to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Love. That's to the tight end, Musgrave. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it. Quick slant to Watson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so...
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Mike Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all three timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Throwing here, Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Here's Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and that should be that. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal. A gutsy decision there going for it on 4th, but they got it, and that likely puts an end to this one.
Indeed, it was gutsy because there's so many other options they probably could have exercised in that situation, but they bet on themselves, and it paid off.
Throws right side, and that's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Prescott. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Joseph now to have the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Love. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd down. Love. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 41. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Touchdown, Cowboys! A big play there. Finishing strong with 3 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
One last shot now for Love. And that will be in.